Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Friday morning. It is a little bit past 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Daylight Time. And that can only mean that it's time for some Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. Trying to get used to my new setup here. There we go. Okay, that should do. Let's see. Let us log on and get started right away. Switch over to the display scene just like this. Happy Friday, everybody. I woke up well, I don't know. I don't think I got up out of bed too late this morning. But anyways, starting out with coffee today, and then we'll see a little bit later on about maybe switching over to a little bit of Bellhaven for the second half. We'll see. Regardless, happy Friday. And there he is, the one and only Supernova Relic. Mr. Relic, I hope you're doing well today. Absolute man himself there. Hey there. So where am I? I am at the base of the absolute madman himself, Constable Star. I'm doing great, thanks. So you've got that break coming up soon. Nova. Yeah, so Lone Star's base here. I need to make some glow lichen. I was just going to whack out a quick glow lichen mini farm. Lone really invited me to use his. I'm going to attempt to find it here. Just finished up. Nice. Pour yourself a pint. Or 7. You deserve them. So I have to find this glow lichen farm. I'm going to spend a little time looking for it in this maddening monstrosity of a build here. Maybe I can find it. If I can find it right away, I'll use it. If not, I'll just go back to my own base because, you know, time is of the essence. Let's go do this first. Let's pull away and see what Lone's been working on because definitely an awesome metal scaled Buffooncraft build. Definitely. Good heavens. I'm not going to show a lot of it off in detail because I'll probably see most of it when I'm searching for the glow lichen farm. But also, you know, you should check that out on load stream. Yeah, it's not going to be here. Let's check the other modules, shall we? We have that tower. We have this over here. You know, I don't know if it's in the main structure or in this one. Oh, I remember him building that tower over there. That's right. So this is largely the penitentiary, the detention center with all the prison cells. That's mostly what that is over there. Now, see, one would ask themselves, if I was Lone Star, where would I put a glow lichen farm? And that's not a good strat. He is that unhinged. These places here are largely decorative, I'm thinking. Yeah, like this is more of a decorative villager breeding place, I'm thinking. So I wouldn't expect to find a farm over here. Of course, it wouldn't be Lone Star if it didn't have a lava farm. Biggest lava farm on the server? Yeah, perhaps. Look at this insane walkway. What person in their right mind? And then jumping up the blocks for the stairs. I love it. I love it. And leading to like nowhere inside. Lone! How do I find this place? Yeah, it's not going to be in there. Okay, here we are at the front door. Man, the scale of this place is unbelievable. What Do I have to close it behind me? Okay. This is cool, though. That's his safe space where he goes to get his me time. Okay, here's his portal. See, it's little details of the game like this that I love so much. Like, why do you think that helmet's there? That's why. Don't forget your golden helmet when you're going into the nether. That's hilarious. And again, you know, how psychotic do you have to be to put a delightful little cane farm in amongst all of your prison cells? You gotta love this guy. You gotta love him. Jesus. Of course, here's all his guardsmen patrolling the premises. Anybody know the way to the glow lichen farm? But, you know, this is what an SMP is all about, right? I mean, I could... Okay, well, there's glow lichen on the walls. Yeah, I could whack out one of those mini farms. In fact, it's likely that I'll wind up having to do that. But, you're in an SMP, you know. If your neighbor invites you to use their glow lichen farm, you should go check it out. Just for the interaction. If I want to do anything, everything on my own, you know, that's Generations. Which I have to say, you know, I've been doing a lot in Generations lately. So I've updated Generations into to align it a bit more with Buffooncraft. So I'm up to 1.21.11 now. In there, got all the cool mods. Kachi has recently become a little bit more interested in Minecraft again. Is that a charged creeper skull? Head. It sure is. Yeah, Kachi's gotten into it, so we had to get him all updated and on the server and stuff. And so Kachi's back on Generations. It was fun. We were in there looking for zombified nautiluses. This just leads down into the Moines, I'm thinking. Maybe? Yes? No? Yes? You're going the wrong way. Yeah, probably. Lone! Log on to the stream, would you? Tell me where this place is. Let's give ourselves a time limit, because I can't spend the entire stream on this. Maybe about 10 more minutes. I'm thinking it's not going to be in this area. Like, this is mostly the prison cells and the penitentiary and all of this. I don't think he has too much in the way of farms and stuff out here. Can't really spot it from the air, though. Like, I doubt he'd have it over here in the portcullis, right? There's armor and bow. Welcome on in, lads. How you getting on today? I'm at Lone Star's base, desperately seeking out his glow lichen micro farm. It's got to be around here somewhere, but like he's got a couple of different towers in here, but I think they're empty right now. I don't think he's populated them with any features yet. I think he's, you know, he's not that far along with putting in all the details yet because, you know, the scale is so massive. Good Lord. Freezing my butt off. Does it really get that cold down there in the winter? It's 0C. Okay. 32F in freedom units. Yeah, that's pretty chilly. And there's Eve with the lurk. Appreciate the lurk. And. Princess Nebula. Ladies, welcome on in. Happy Friday. You can see everybody's auto shoutouts up there. Lone, where, oh where is your glow lichen farm? Oh where can it be? But he has this one at the base of this tower, and he has some supplies there. Maybe I should check out the base of each tower. And then we've got to be getting on because we have work to do. Happy Friday to you too. Kachi and I and Mrs. Thunderhand enjoying the last day of July. We have a little over a week in August, and then the madness starts up once again. Kachi's back to school on the 11th. Ugh. And all that starts up again. Poor Kachi. Cool thing is, we're having our friends from Taiwan come over and stay with us for a few days, and their daughter is going to be staying with us for quite some time. She's going to attend a college here in Pasadena, and so we're going to help her get settled here, find an apartment, get her license, and all of that stuff. So we get to have her with us for a little while here. It's going to be fun. Their whole family's coming over for about maybe 3 days, I think. So we're going to do the whole bit with them like we usually do. We'll take them to Disney. We'll keep them there a couple of days. Have them over our place for a little while. My friend, he's in a household with 3 daughters. So it's a pretty estrogen-heavy environment over there. And poor Mrs. Thunderhand, you know, she's over here with me and the 2 sons. It's pretty testosterone-heavy over here. So each of them get a little break. She gets to hang out with his girls. He gets to hang out with her boys. So they catch a little break to each of them. Lone. Thunder, you know, I have a glow lichen farm. You can use it any time. Yeah, if you can find it. Well, Lone, my friend, I have to get going here. I'm sorry, but I've got to get on with things. And we'll log out in Cheska's portal here. Well, not log out, but we'll head out. Look at Cheska's build here. This is so amazing. So amazing. School starts way too soon, yes. Yeah, those in a pretty warm and humid region over there. Down here. This tunnel is incredible. The Buffoon's nether hub this season turned out to be over the top. We've had some pretty cool nether hubs over the, but Nova just came in and whacked this out in like a day or two. It's nuts. And the tunnels, the Buffoons went absolutely overboard on the tunnels. So cool. Fuck. Speaking of going overboard on tunnels. Yeah, and you know, Kachi doesn't really end his school year that early either. He, well, I don't know. Not too bad. He's usually out at the end of, May. Usually runs into the first maybe 3 days of June. That's about it. See, now I had brought all this stuff over here so I could drop it off at Lone's place for using his making use of his glow lichen farm. I tried. Box O rockets. Let's see. I lived near Cairns in the northeast, Queensland. See, this is my little map of Australia. So I think it's like right up in there. Plus, I have to make sure the camera's not reversed too. So I'm used to hot and moist weather. Yeah. Yeah, New England actually. New Hampshire gets really hot and moist in the summertime. But of course, Mrs. Thunderhand being from Taiwan, you know, tropical zone. Oh my God, that place is insane in the summertime. And unfortunately, that's the only time of year that we can schedule to go now. So that's pretty tough for old Thunderhand. I have to time myself outdoors when I'm there. All right, well, let's just bite the bullet and do the glow lichen thing. We're going to need a lot of that for today's stream. So we'll just do it the very foolish manual way. This will get us through most of the stream. And then maybe I'll whip up a quick bone meal farm, because I can, you know, shoehorn it into one of the corners in there. There's plenty of room for it. The other thing that might make a lot of sense too is to put it up into the mob tower, Because number one, it's small. Those things are very small. And number two, all the bone meal is right there from the farm. Might make sense to do that. We're lucky. We've had a very cool and wet winter up until now. And the summer, yeah, the heat's bad in the summer here, like it normally is. But the mornings aren't too bad here, actually. It's just once it's past 10 a.m. One does not want to go out of doors. One wants to stay inside. You know, I say it on stream a lot, but the winters here are very beautiful, though. All lush and green, moisture in the air, snow on the mountains. You can go up and have fun in all the snow, and then when you're done, you can come back down on the valley floor. It's nice and warm. Not too many. Not too many so far. Knock on wood. I've had a couple here and there, but of course, this is just the beginning of fire season. Fire season really starts next month. Tomorrow. But like I said, it's been unusually moist here recently. So that has something to do with it. We have a windy season, an infamous windy season, the Santa Ana winds. That's when the fire season, you know, kicks into insanity. That's when things get really dangerous. Yeah, we shouldn't need much more of this. We'll just make as much as we can with the bone meal that we have on hand here, and then I think we'll start placing blocks. Well, placing glow lichen anyway. We finished the gradient on the pit, and it looks pretty good. Certainly looks good enough. I'm satisfied with it. Even though the pattern is kind of regular looking, seeing it through the water from above, it's fine. Now I'm just decorating the edge of it with a glow lichen so we can get the definition on the edges. Yeah, because you and I talk about that frequently because we have the same environmental problem. And yeah, it's about at the same time. The most devastating thing about it is it carries way into the fall. So we could still be in October and beginning of November and still have the wildfires. In fact, 2 years ago, we were having wildfires in December. It was insane. We had a particularly bad year about 2 years ago. We can take this down now that we have the gradient. pretty much established with this gradient now. We know what we're doing. Really, Thunder? Come on, man. Just do the thing. Come on. There. Good Lord. Why does it take me so long to build? That's why. Yeah, it was crazy here. I remember the Canadians were marveling at the Northern Lights. They had a particularly active Northern Light season with the auroras. I stepped outside and I took a picture of, you know, the northern view looking up from our street up at the mountains. I said, here's our Northern Lights, and the entire mountain range is just ablaze. It was horrible. All right, so this is what I have going here. Here's our gradient. The lighting effect looks kind of weird. It's something to do with the sodium extras and stuff. When you put the glow lichen on, it gives that kind of darker look to it. But when you look at it from above the water, you can see the glow lichen behaves a little bit more like it's supposed to. And again, you know, that gives the effect. That gives the effect as much as I wanted it to. You know, that's satisfying enough. That looks really cool. And then I'll do the same thing across the top of it with the glow lichen too. I'll bring the glow lichen in towards the center a little bit, and I'll kind of grade it in with the same sort of pattern. It'll have to be slightly different because I'm doing a disc kind of shape here, the top of the cylinder, so it will grade this way a little bit, and then it'll grade that way a little bit, and then maybe down from the sides a little. That's about it. And then I think I'm done with this. Now, this is going to be the difficult part. Because this can be some pretty intense block counting on stream. So I'm going to do the easy part first. Let me see. We need to do something like this because occasionally we're going to have to waterlog the glow lichen. Like that. All the way around the edge. So let's just place it first. And then we'll waterlog all of these blocks. These are probably not source blocks here. That's probably the problem. Go. This is the easy layer. There's really no pattern to follow here. You just apply these straight across the top. The pattern below this one isn't too bad either. But the third line down is a freaking nightmare. We can leave that on there because we're going to be doing that anyway. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. We're a little bummed that Biggity won't be able to come home and visit our Taiwanese friends. He's still going to be up there in Seattle, completing his internship up there. So he won't be able to come home until September 1st, and they'll be out of here by then. So then we get him here for almost a month, almost a full month of September, before he heads back up for his final year in his electrical engineering degree. That's my boy right there. So cool. Let's do, which one are we looking at here? That's the Silk Touch one. They're both Silk Touch. Yeah, I don't need two of them. One should be sufficient. Yep, it sure is. Well, you know, he's into the adult times now. Starting to learn that he doesn't have time for everything. He can't be everywhere at once. Which is kind of cool, you know, as far as being a parent, you're like, yeah, mission accomplished. But then you feel kind of sad, too. It's like, welcome to adulthood, son. Like, Kachi's going to start driving this year. And, you know, I'm happy because he needs to do that as an adult, you know. But on the other hand, I am now introducing him to LA commuting. And I feel so bad about that. Wow, we went through this glow like pretty quickly. Thankfully, it's pretty quick to make. Please, hands, please. Yeah, I hear you, Nebs. I feel the same, you know, when I used to go back to New Hampshire to visit my family. It's so nice to drive there. And most sinisterly, in Southern California, you can't do anything without a car here. You absolutely have to have one. Like, for example, in Taiwan, it's not uncommon for people to be like getting their license at the age of like 30 or something, because you know, the public transportation system is so good there. It's so accessible and it's so affordable and stuff that's like, it's actually more difficult to own a car there. Japan has a similar thing, but some American cities have that too, like New York, for example. I think we should do some sleeping. Is it nighttime up there on the surface? I think it is. Yep. My structure is full of mobs. Dora! Dora was just streaming. Project Zomboid. I popped in to say hi to her. I assume your stream is over because you're in here. I was hoping to raid out. It's even harder to find out you'll never drive a car because you have eyesight problems when you're going for your license. Ugh. Yeah, a lot of folks take eyesight for granted. Yeah, I'm getting older and mine's starting to go a little bit. I can tell the difference now. I mean, I had to start wearing glasses when I was 40, so I'm lucky. I've held off for a long time. My eyesight's still pretty good, but I can tell I'm getting older now. And like Arma, I couldn't imagine not being able to see well. But it's starting to kick in. Like when I'm working on things, I'm always frustrated that I don't have enough light and I can't see. And so I have my work glasses now with the LEDs on the sides because I never have enough light to see what I'm doing. And you know, when you're in these latitudes, the sun is much, much brighter here than it is, say, in New Hampshire. It's really bright. So when you're here, you have to wear sunglasses to protect your eyesight. So it's not just about looking cool here. You know, you see everybody wearing sunglasses here, but you really do need to wear them to protect your eyes. That's why these are the transitional lenses. But I should have done that much, much earlier on. I've been here since 2003. That's when Mrs. Thunderhand and I first moved here. I can only go for a few hours, plus my stomach really starts hurting. Kentucky game was going, but then I got busy. I have the opposite problem. I can't see in bright lights. I'm sure there's a faster way to waterlog this glow lichen. Because this sucks. I am not pleased about this. Thankfully, we don't have too much of it to do. I think there's 5 rows of it. And this is the only continuous row of the 5s. But it's good in a way because I don't have to think too hard about this part right here. So I can interact with you, the viewers, in the chat. Like any decent streamer would. But we're going to have to do some pretty intense counting pretty soon. I'm a little concerned about that. That's not good stuff to do on a stream. Okay, that should do it. I have like 1.5 hours from where that game is modeled after. It's kind of funny to me. They just had a big update and some of the map has been remodeled. I'm curious to see how close it is to real life. Google Maps it, Dora. So that game probably took its, I'm assuming Nebs, that the maps are generated from areas with which you are familiar. Yeah, I was watching her stream. I was watching her play it a little bit. Of course, I mean, I didn't recognize the map, but But I had a similar experience, though. Back in the day when I used to play Half-Life, on our Half-Life server, the Dark Tower, we would, of course, you know, it was a Half-Life deathmatch. You've seen Kachi and I play it a couple of times. And we used to rotate in custom maps. People would make custom maps for those death matches. And we loaded up. Somebody made a map we loaded up. And it was a highly accurate scaled map to Disneyland. Right down the road here from us. And of course, Mrs. Thunderhand is a Disney freak. And we've spent so much time at Disney. Like, I know Disney at the back of my hand now, right? And so when we would play that map, I would know where everything was. So I had the advantage in that map because I knew the map before we even played it. It was so funny. Good Lord, OPG! Welcome on in, buddy. How are you getting on? Should see the auto shout out there for the mighty, the one and only One Player Gamer. We're going to need some more glow lichen, so let's do that before we get started, because when you're doing this counting stuff, you don't want to run out, stop, and have to resume. That's bad. That's very bad indeed. Why, thank you, dolphins. You can see OPG. You can see that magnificent B words build right over there. You know what it's like having this guy for a neighbor? It's kind of like having that guy for a neighbor. So lucky this season. I've got good neighbors. And we've got such a good spot down here. This is still one of my very favorite views. I'm still thinking that should be a volcano. I really do. All right, let's get the bone meal. We'll do the thing. How am I doing for time here? I have 14 minutes. Well, we still have a little bit of glow lichen left, but I don't want to... I want to make certain I have enough so I can complete at least one round for one layer out there, and I don't have to stop in between. And because that is not fun, having to stop mid-count and then try to resume. I think I'm weird. I want to get a 1x1 scale of Minecraft Earth map and build on it. That's not weird. You can start to see the glow lichen effect now, right? It's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Okay. I don't need to do that because we have the shears right there. You know, part of this is also the conduit effect too. But the thing about this, oh, you know, we should probably do this with the shaders on because it makes the glow lichen stand out more, a little more than I like. But as far as placing it, it makes it a little bit better. Then afterwards, we can shut them back off. Video settings, shader packs. And let me think. I think I'll use the complementary unbound for this one here. Or maybe use the photons. We'll use the photons. Huh? I think photon's selected. I think that means it's selected. We'll find out. There it is. Okay. Now I think that the shaders make the glow lichen a little too bright. The cool thing about glow lichen is that it's really subtle, and this is not subtle at all. But as far as placing the blocks is concerned, though, it makes it a little bit easier. And you can see now, right, where I don't really need to use the glass effect, because when it gets down to here, it just fades nicely, right? Right into the black concrete. Saves me a lot of building, makes this a whole lot easier. Pog! So let me see. This pattern here is 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, and then start. So this pattern isn't so bad. This pattern down below here is a nightmare. So it's 1 space 1 space space 1 space space 1 space 1 space space 1 space space 1 start. that one's awful. I probably won't even do that one on stream. I don't know. But this one's pretty easy. I think the best way to go about this one, because you can place like both glow lichen here and there at the same time. So I think I'll do the edge faces separately. So that would be 1, 2, 3 space 1, 2, 3, 4 space 1, 2, 3, 4 space 1, 2, 3 start, like that. And of course we'll have to waterlog those afterwards. So hands please. No. Yes. 1, 2, 3 space 1, 2, 3, and then you can see where it changes direction here. 4 space 1, 2, 3, 4 space 1, 2, 3 start. Fuck. Yeah, and see, now I've lost count just there. And this is an easy one too. Yeah, okay, so the starts have 6 in a row. The last 3 and then the first 3 space 1, 2, 4 space. So the swimming dynamic has a weird thing where you pull up on it, and when you swim up on something, you'll get a bobbing effect at the very last minute. It'll either pop you directly up or pop you directly down, and you wind up misplacing your block. Drives me nuts. 1, 2, 3 start. So did I not make more? Did I just do the thing I really didn't want to do? Oh my god, nightmare of all nightmares. I did the thing I definitely could not do. Alright, so let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's take this out. I think I got distracted talking to y'all and I forgot where I was supposed to be. We needed to make the glow lichen, right? That's why we have so much bone meal in our inventory. There we go. All right. Let's get some glow lichen. Yeah, see, I laid it down there and I forgot. All right, so. All right, good enough. Nabs, I don't know if you got my DM about the ghast farm in Generations, but I did a bit of an upgrade on that. In the collection area of the former design, that can sometimes be prone to what I will forever refer to as the greener disaster. The boat with the chickens can get pushed into the portal into the spawn area in the nether. And then the gas on the other side can break that portal. And what happens is it reroutes to the next nearest portal. And so my ghast head monument with the portal for that area was full of ghasts. And here comes Lone Star. Would it not be easier to use my farm? I spent the first maybe 20 minutes of the stream, everybody, over at Lone Star's place looking for his farm. So no, it would not be easier, Lone Star. I was over there. I looked around. Welcome on in, Luna. Welcome to the chat. I couldn't even recognize your storage room. That place is so huge. It's like, where do you even start in that place? I'm heading out now. More things to do. All right, Nebs. Thank you for dropping in. Always a pleasure. I was over there, Lone. Deep slate and lava everywhere. Glow lichen not to be found. Oh, Doris says she has one too. I'll bet you if I go over to Dora's base, 5 minutes, and... Oh, yeah, of course. Here it is. Giving Constable Star a proper trouncing there. Oh, God. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah, what? Now that I'm at ad time, you're going to come in during ad time? Buffoons, people. Buffoons. Look, instead of bringing over like 14 shulkers of glow lichen, how about you just tell us where the farm is? Because that's what all the viewers really want to know. I mean, we have enough glow lichen now. Since it's, you know, well after the fact. Mine's just a small building at the shipyard. I'm stood at my farm now. By the way, can I give you an idea related to your channel? I'd really rather not have the soliciting. The tag says no soliciting, Luna. And I usually ban people who solicit. So you're allowed to hang out if you'd like to watch, but no soliciting, please. All right, I tell you what, I'm about ready to do the ad break, and I'm going to run about 3 minutes of ads, and I will be right back the moment I complete this strip of glow lichen here. Somehow I figure we're going to wind up going back over to Lone's base, whether we like it or not, but we like it. Okay, thank you. Okay. Three minutes of ads, and we'll be right back. Hey there, welcome back. Sláinte. Get the mic a little bit off to the side here. That's better. Maybe pop this up a little bit more, right about there. Okay, cool. Let us log back on. Spice scene. There's Shut Mountain. Welcome on in, Shut. You just missed Nebs, that other moderator of this stream. All right, well, I suppose we're going to have to go get an earful from from Constable Star. No, Mike, so you're fine. Okay, cool. All right, let's do the sleeping. Hawk! It's only a minor infraction. Wow, somebody went and turned on all of the lamps on our tunnel. Tunnel needs a little maintenance. Whoa! Ow! Cactus in the face. Oh, cool. All right, Shut's been building something incredibly magnificent that we've probably flown past about 4 times. How could you miss it? There's the man. Of course, we can hear his background noise. Okay. All right. Now, Lone, please. Please, if you could just step outside for a moment. He can't! Do you need some help with that door? All right. Please, if we could just come back down here for just a second. Now, imagine that you're a buffoon who's maybe not so familiar with this place, and you emerge from this portal. How is a man supposed to know, like, this is the storage? I mean, you can't see that from the outside. It's full of boxes. You're full of boxes. Well, see, I did I did now. I did bring you over a little gift. Because you let me use your farm. So the least I can do is that. Of course, of course. If I'm going to use your farm, I could at least, you know, restock the bone meal in it. Now, I think I need just about a shulker's worth. Okay, so you have it drawn out of... Okay, all right. You have it drawn out of that chest. Okay, I get it. Now I need the... in the opposite hand here, like this. Don't forget... Yes, sir, I will not forget to turn it off. I will forget to set my status, but I won't forget to turn the farm off. Yeah, that shares, yeah. Thank you. Ah, I already broke it. Look, it's and it's gone. I have some I hope you have spare blocks because the shears broke the block. Opposite hand. I have used these things before. There we go. All right, let me reset the playlist on the stream here. I suppose if I were going to do this, this is the best time. There it is. How come the timing's off? Oh, do I have efficiency 5 on these shears? Yeah, I do. That's why. Yeah, these are my super shears. So I'll have to use your shears for these. Yeah, timing on these kind of farms is like critical. There. Okay, now we're good. I should do you a favor and I should put a mending setup on these. Yeah, and he's gone. Okay. Now, see, this is one of the drawbacks about having the chest in between the player and the hopper. Is if you're close to it, it'll kind of like restock you with the glow lichen, so your hand doesn't empty out. It'll pop back into your inventory. And you don't have to keep resupplying like this. But it works. That goes in the right hand like that. There we go. Thankfully, we don't need a lot. Seeing if I can get close enough to get some of this glow lichen. Yeah, I can. But we are getting quite a bit here. Of course, if you don't do the feed and you just whack these indiscriminately like this, you could do this too. So you really don't want to have any kind of efficiency on here. Let me make sure that I look at the chat here. Thanks for the moderation there, Shout. Yeah, stuffing some chips in my face at the moment, but was very aware of, okay. Dinner nearly ready. You don't need it in your hand. Yeah. I'm not sure if that particular farm works like that. Yeah, just use the shears. Yeah. Yeah. It's good enough. I tell you, Buffooncraft is the coolest SMP to belong to. It really is. What should we have here? We might have enough here. Let's see. Because I'm thinking one complete shell. Oh, I caught the copper golem out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was a creeper. Okay, a little bit more. And then we'll leave a little surplus behind, too. Not a problem, Thunder. I immediately saw what was going on with the first comment, then saw the same name thing, and I hadn't done it yet. Yeah, that's... Appreciate it. Appreciate it, chat. You know what? Well, see, I want to give him one of my high-powered shears, but I don't think they're good for this, actually. You know, just to be a cool dude. But some of these farms, the timing, you know, you need the low power tools for the timing. I've got plenty of iron to make more. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I'm thinking maybe 1, 2, 3, a little bit more than 3 stacks. Yeah, this thing's pretty good. This thing is pretty good. Doris says she has one too, as well. Of course, I wouldn't mind having one of these down south. As I said earlier, I was thinking of installing one in the mob farm we have down there. Makes sense, the bone meal's right there. And these are really small. They'd fit in there very, very easily. Having apple chickens... Oh, Hawk! Shot, I'm envious. So this is last diet night for the week. On the weekends, I get to eat however I want. And so, yeah. Got some good meals coming up Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. But for tonight, it's just air fried chicken breast with protein shake. that's dinner tonight. So sad. I prefer pork sausages, but the wife can't eat it without, so switch to chicken. Yeah. Yeah, I'm used to the pork sausages too because of the Taiwanese. Are you out? Oh, yeah, I think so. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。Plus, you know, I want to leave loam with a little bit of surplus here. I don't want to, like, clean them out completely. Just being a good neighbor. Yeah, you know, Arma, I heard you talking, was it on our stream or was it on maybe... I forget whose stream you were on, but we were talking about kangaroo meat. Yeah, us Americans are very curious about that. Like, I imagine them, you know, to be, since they're muscular and, pretty fast animals, as far as I know. I would expect the meat to be kind of tough. But thankfully, we have Arma here, can tell us all about that. Which is probably my favorite thing about the internet. You know, you can read a lot about the stuff or see a lot of stuff online, everything, but it's, I always prefer to just ask the person who's from there. Just ask them. Free and a partial. And there we go. I think we're in good shape. He's all loaded up with bone meal. I dropped him off a lot of bone blocks. We made a little surplus here for him. We're good. Only if you overcook it. Don't go past medium. Oh, usually, well, I don't know. Maybe if you stewed it though, right? And you break down the fiber, right? Like we do that with like the tougher portions of beef, right? Don't go past medium. Got it. We have a store called Adams that actually has some wild game meat. I don't remember if they had roo. They did have gator and bison and deer. Yeah, it's very lean. Oh, you know, it might have been during Nova's stream because I thought I heard you saying that it was gamier tasting than beef was. All right, now we've got to find our way. Plushies! God. Buffoons are so cool. I don't know if you've ever had American venison Arma, but your description of kangaroo meat sounds like it's probably similar. Like venison steaks can be kind of tough, but it's really good stew meat though. Well, yeah, pretty ubiquitous animal. Well, I imagine they would be similar, right? Are they indigenous there? Do you have your own deer there, or were they brought over? You know, with all those thieves and criminals. All right, let's do that. It was brought over from America. Oh, wow. And the UK for people to hunt. Yeah. All right, then it's pretty much the same deer then. Because you know Australia with the indigenous animals. When you say deer, it's like, oh, well, you look at a platypus, that could be anything, right? It could be like half deer, half crocodile or something. How am I doing for time here? 12:27. So I got about 33 minutes left. All right, yeah, I need to switch over to the shader pack now. Video settings like this. Shader packs. And we're going with a photon. Apply. Done. 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 Back to game. Done, 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 done. By the way, you may have noticed I've switched over to the Bellhaven for the second half. Sluncha, everyone. Dodger Gumby. All right, let's do this. So let me see. E-er-san. Okay, skip. 4, skip. 4, skip. 2, 3, start. Skip. 4, skip. 1, 2, 3, start. 2, 3, skip. 1, 3, 4, skip. 1, 2, 3, 4, skip. 1, 2, 3, start. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look at chat. Thunder, you know that K key is a quick key for shaders on and off. Well, unless you've remapped it. I think I still have it mapped over. You're right, Shut. Thank you. Fallow deer, red deer, samba deer, rusa deer, chital deer, and hog deer are the species that were brought over. Wow. Three, skip. 2, 4, skip. 1, 2, 3, 4, skip. 1, 2, 3, start. 4, skip. 1, 2, 3, 4, skip. 2, 3, start. See how it just suddenly took that little dip there? Yeah, that's the bobbing effect. It's so annoying. See, once it does that, I lose my count. Okay. skip 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, I'm off now. Fuck! I mean, it's not super critical, but... all you have to do is look for a nice clean row of 6 here. Okay, that's the start. So 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 1, 2, 3, start 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 1, 2, 3, start. There we go. Okay. Ugh. So difficult to do this while swimming. Two, 3, 4, skip 1, 2, 3, start. I'm thinking. Yeah, I just lost count again there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then again. 4. Skip. Yeah, I'm out. One, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I turned this way. Skip. Ah, this is so hard to do. This kills my OCD here. Three. Let's do this. Skip. And then let's turn here. 4. Skip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip. 1, 2, 3. Start. Yeah, and then we're finished. Thank God. Boy, and that was one of the easier ones. This one's going to be horrible, so I don't even want to do that on stream. Yes, I turned the farm off. I turned the farm off, and I gave you extra glow lichen, and I gave you extra bone meal, so we're good. The tastiest are the whitetail deer, yeah. I think I've only had the whitetail deer. Shot. Okay, I gotta ask, since when does lichen create an air gap underwater? It can displace a block if it's not waterlogged. It happens. Or rather, why is it creating air gaps but not others? Because some of these are not source blocks still. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. And thanks for letting us use it, Lone. All right, I'm going to skip a level here and go do the level that's down here because it's easier. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Glow lichen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Glow lichen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then start again. So this one's a little bit easier. And then I'll go back and I'll waterlog those. And then I'm going to do this 4th level. I'm going to do this off stream because that requires a lot of concentration. this is going to be hard to do while swimming. Oh, like an 2, 3, 4, 5. Start. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on stream or not. I don't think so. I'm bobbing too much out of the way, and then I have the I'm just going to keep losing count throughout the stream. Yeah, I can't do this on stream. That's too hard to do. Where I'm splitting my concentration. It's not bad, though. I only have about 20, maybe 24 minutes left of the stream. Anyway, so we can occupy ourselves with something else while we're doing that. Because I'm not even going to try to do this. I am not going to do that to myself on stream. No way. Yeah, so sometimes glow lichen. You can place glow lichen underwater and it's not waterlogged. And that sucks. That is not fun. But we have some tuff that we have to remove from the top surface here. And maybe we can just spend the rest of the stream just taking that out and replacing it with a cracked. Dude, are you serious? Of course I'm serious. So yeah, unfortunately there's placing the glow lichen and then there's doing this afterwards. Not a lot of fun. Yes, it is quite annoying. Glow lichen is good for bubble elevators too, instead of using sites. Yes, you're right, Dora. This is one of my favorite blocks in the game. It really is. It's super, super useful. And you know, I like the way you can use it to add subtle lighting that isn't quite so brutally obtrusive as something like a torch. You could just slap down some glow lichen and it looks natural and it looks nice. And it's a lot more subtle. And you know, Sean, I wouldn't even bother with this if it didn't look just so freaking good after you put it in. Otherwise, I couldn't be bothered to do this. But it's totally worth it. The effect that it gives is just spectacular looking. I mean, when you pull back, you could see the gradient kind of doing its thing a little bit better. Right? I mean, it just looks like it extends down into oblivion, which is exactly what I wanted. Because I don't want to build all the way down there. Ain't no one got time for that. All right. Oh, no. No, we still have all that to do. I was looking at it from below and thinking that we were done. We're not. Let's swim back here and make sure we haven't missed any. I don't think we have. All right, we're good. It looks like we got all those. Yeah, so not only do you have to fill them all in, but well, not all of them, but most of them. But you also have to look at them from above, too. If you get them at the wrong angle, you won't be able to see them until afterwards, and then you're like, oh, unfinished business. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of layers to do here. I only have 4 of them to do, so... All right, that one auto-filled, which is nice. But see, what is a problem here is likely a solution for something else. Like Dora says, you know, you can use these in bubble elevators instead of signs, which is cool, right? I mean, it looks a lot better. And so the trauma of having to do this might lead to a solution to something else later on. So, all right, I think we're good. Yeah, it's cool. I don't like it with the shaders on, though. I think the shaders make the glow lichen too bright. The uncomplimentary, yeah, it is uncomplimentary, actually. The complementary and the complementary unbound make this a little too bright. But then again, I think you can adjust that, though. All right, it looks like we have them all. Let's pop up and let's have a look. Well, let's do some sleeping first, because 'tis nighttime up there, and these guys are not going to let me have any peace. So let us do this and that. And that will do a little bit of sleeping. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. Shut. Thanks. The K key is still bound to that. Oh, look at this guy. He thinks he's all of that. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, see, when you get up here, it looks really cool. So it has an effect now of, even though I have this entire layer of cracked cracked stone bricks, you'll see that this stone bricks layer has more blocks to it than the other layers do in the gradient. But that's because I can add this glow lichen to it, and it acts like a brighter stone bricks layer. So it doesn't look good underwater, but believe you me, you are not going to be able to get close enough to this to see this underwater. So, like, this is fine. This is fine. And then the glow lichen around the edge will do that on the outer edge too, just to define the rim a little bit, and then we'll be good. Then we'll be good. There's some water effects that have to be added, but we're going to need a lot of lily pads pretty soon. Because I'm going to try to do something I haven't done before in Minecraft, and I haven't seen before in Minecraft. But I'm only going to try a very little bit of it, because we're nearing the end of the season, and I need to have this look like it's finished. Finished enough, anyway. So yeah, these marking bands will be taken away. I'll take those out pretty soon. In fact, I don't know. How much time do I have left in the stream? I have 14 minutes left in the stream. Maybe I should take those out now. Yeah, I should go around and do that now. That would be a good use of the rest of the stream time because I don't want to. This is going to take a lot of concentration not to screw that up. So let's go pack this right here. Let's go get some cobbled deep slate. It's probably up here somewhere. There it is, indeed. Not that. Not regular deep slate either. Cobbled deep slate, people. That's what we need. All right, and overpowered pickaxe is not what we need to use for this. There we go. Where is the non-efficiency 5? Yeah, this one will do. And let me think. Really, baby? Back. Please. Please. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's put this in the offhand like this. And then we'll come around. We'll just replace these. It's a little slower to do it this way, but that's the point. You know, if I use the higher efficiency pickaxe, if I go to remove this block, it'll just blow a hole right in the side of this entire thing, right? So this has to be a little more precise. We still have the haste 2 on as well, but so that helps a little bit. I tell you, finishing out the rest of this giant down as far as we did without the guide was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in Minecraft. I'm going to be very relieved when this build is finished. And that's the sad thing about this kind of build. Extremely high amount of effort for it, but the results don't really show the amount of effort that goes into it. Not my favorite kind of build, but it's one of those things that seemed like a good idea at the time, and then you try it, and it's like, oh my god. All right, come on. Let's get over here. One thing that's always exasperating about doing these kinds of builds, like this build has turned out to be the best squid and drown farm I've probably ever built. They are constantly spawning. Like, look at all the glow squiddies. It's because I have the stone bricks there. Since it's a stone variant, it accelerates their spawning. It's nuts. So the place is just full of squiddies. Now, I was going to build a glow squid farm beneath the squiddy farm over there. But I don't think I have to now. I might build one over in Dross, though. I might make a shop of it. All right, starting to get my rhythm. So I have Voxy installed on Generations now. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, I've done a lot of work in Generations over the last couple of days. And it's incredible to see the renders of that server. That map is so beautiful. All right, how much do I have and how much time do I have left? About maybe 7 minutes left of the stream, I'm thinking. So maybe we can take out one of the other bands here. Maybe we have enough time for that. Let's try it out. Alrighty. Let's do this. I think I've got the rhythm down now well enough where I'm working along at a pretty good pace. Until, of course, I run out of blocks. It's funny, Biggity was telling me that his boss at the university, so he works at the career center at the university, got himself a good job there too. And his boss is awesome. And he was telling me, "Bah, you know, she says awk just like you do." And I'm like, "Really? I did think your boss was Scottish or Scottish descent." And he's like, "No, she isn't, but her husband's from Scotland." And so he says it all the time, and she just got used to it, so she says it all the time now too. I was telling her my Bubba brought that back from Scotland in August of 2000. Okay, we got to remember to get some of those blocks that are hiding above on this transition area here. Yeah, Shut, this is another thing. Like, some of these need to be waterlogged too. But that was just a circumstance of building this and then the way it flooded in after I built it. Because I was going to use the glass technique on it. And then I decided not to, so I had air gaps that needed to fill with water. And it's just the way that they filled or didn't fill. Since they're on the underside of the blocks, I don't know, I might just leave them at this point, but... Because some of them are, it's not so much that the, like this block is not a source block, it's the block in front of this block that has nothing on which you can place the water. So it's a weird situation as far as waterlogging blocks is concerned. Okay. Yeah, I guess, right? Arma, good point. Some spots I may put some soul sand down here to get some of the bubbles. Because, you know, I have this hand not quite touching down. It is a little bit, but not like firmly planted on the surface of the cylinder at the top here. And I'm thinking of, you know, it's pushing itself up off of it, right? So, happy little accidents. All right, I think that layer's done. Swim around, make sure I haven't missed anything. I don't think I have. And I'm right at the end of the stream anyway, so that's good. It is good. So, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think the gradient came out pretty good. Not bad for my first attempt at a gradient. Okay. Let us wrap things up here. Log off. Switch over to the cam scene. There we go. Let's see if there's anyone to whom we will raid out to today. Is Eve playing Minecraft? What? Do I understand what's happening here? Okay, Eve says she's going to be on Buffooncraft. It looks like she's got a Be Right Back tag up. Oh, she's live on the old Season 4 map. Oh, cool. Well, we're raiding over anyway, so. Very well. There, up in the chat, you can see the raid message. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you'd like to join us along on this raid. Out to Call Me Eve Gaming, fellow Buffoon. Family-friendly viewers, be reminded that her stream is absolutely intended for mature audiences a lot of the time. So there's some language and some shenanigans there, but Eve is super, super cool. We have a lot of shared community amongst the Buffooncraft viewers and stuff. So chances are there are folks there, you know. Let's set up the raid itself. My hands will let me type it. There it is. Let me do this. Let me do that. The / like that. And there it is. The raid is now counting down for Call Me Eve Gaming. Everybody just remember, first of all, thank you everyone for showing up today. It was a heck of a turnout, and it was a lot of fun seeing everybody on here. Just remember that we do this Buffooncraft stream every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Daylight Time we're in right now. Our next stream will be on Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That will be Kachi time. I have no idea what Kachi's going to do on Sunday. As usual, maybe he'll do Minecraft with me. I don't know. We'll see. The stream after that will be Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That will be Generations, and that will be the Baby Zombie Rush creative world. So everyone, thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, your evening, your morning, wherever you happen to be. We are raiding out to Eve right now. Bye for now, everyone.